Every time you scroll through YouTube, you see a sea of videos, each one competing for your attention. But each time, there's always one video that makes you go, wait a minute. And that doesn't happen by chance. There's a secret formula top YouTubers have hacked to ensure that you always stop and click on their videos. Most times, it's not their reputation or the video title that grabs you, it's the thumbnail. The world of YouTube is filled with crazy traffic, and right in the middle of it, thumbnails are the billboards that make us slam on the brakes. Now think about Mr. Beast, a titan in the YouTube world. With almost 45 billion views, this channel knows a thing or two about standing out. Have you ever wondered what is it about these thumbnails that captures the essence of videos like Train vs. Giant Pit or I spent 7 days buried alive? To him, thumbnails are not just about slapping on some text and calling it a day. No, it's an art form, a delicate balance of intrigue and simplicity. Now, what makes up the anatomy of a killer thumbnail? You've probably heard about Pink Fog's Baby Shark, right? The first video to hit a staggering 10 billion views. Now, while we can't all have a viral sensation like that, we can learn from its visual appeal. The magic behind a thumbnail that stops you to scroll isn't just luck. It's a craft the top YouTubers have mastered by understanding what viewers are looking for and delivering it to them in a split second. After carrying out hours of research on videos across YouTube, I have realized the secret formula. Viewers on YouTube are always looking out for the same 4 features in every YouTube thumbnail. These 4 features include emotional connection, branding, relevance, and visual appeal. When you are scrolling through YouTube, there is a 99.9% chance that you stop and click on a video that has a thumbnail with a face just like yours. It's because we're hardwired to connect with other people. A thumbnail featuring a face, be it elated, shocked, or on the verge of tears, speaks directly to us. You're more likely to click on a thumbnail that shows someone laughing uncontrollably or staring in awe than one that's just a bland text-filled image. Why? Because emotions are contagious. They infect us and make us always want to find out what's behind the joy, that surprise, or that sorrow. And YouTubers who excel at this, they're the ones whose videos you end up watching without even realizing why you clicked in the first place. When a thumbnail can make you laugh, wince, or raise an eyebrow in curiosity, that's when you know it's got the secret sauce. But it's not just all about that raw emotion either. It's about authenticity. Viewers can spot a fake a mile away, so the emotion has to be genuine. It has to match the content of the video too. There's nothing worse than feeling tricked into clicking on a video that doesn't deliver on the emotional promise made by its thumbnail. That's why the best creators out there take the time to ensure their thumbnails are true to the experience they're offering. So what's the big deal about making that emotional connection? It's simple. When viewers feel something, they engage. An engaged viewer is more likely to watch your video all the way through, leave a comment, share it with friends, and even subscribe to your channel. Emotion drives action, and in the world of YouTube, action translates to success. The power of an emotionally charged thumbnail lies in its ability to transform a passive scroller into an active viewer. It's a potent tool in the YouTuber's arsenal, one that can elevate a channel from obscurity to the spotlight. And when done right, it's the difference between being scrolled past and being seen. Now on to number 2. Do you know what this is? There is a reason Nike came to your mind. When you see a swoosh on a shoe, your mind immediately jumps to Nike, doesn't it? It's no different on YouTube. You know a MrBeast video when you see a MrBeast thumbnail. That should apply to you too. Your viewers should know it's you when they see your thumbnail. Your thumbnail is your first impression, and in the digital world, it's gotta be firm and memorable. So how do you infuse your brand into this tiny billboard? The top YouTubers are experts at this. Have you ever noticed how gaming sensation PewDiePie uses his distinct color palette and bold fonts? Or how every Casey Neistat video features his unmistakable handwriting? That's branding done right. Distinctive, recognizable, and it speaks volumes about their content without saying a word. Now you might be thinking, but I'm not a graphic designer. No worries. The beauty of branding is in its simplicity. Choose elements that represent you, be it color theme, font style, or a logo, and use them consistently across your thumbnails. This repetition creates a visual cue for viewers. They'll spot your video in a crowded sidebar and think, ah, that's the tech guru I love, or they're my go-to for laughs. Branding isn't just about looking good, it's a strategic move. When your thumbnails carry a unique brand signature, it makes it easy for your viewers to trust you. Viewers know what to expect from your content, and that familiarity breeds loyalty. So when you are working on that thumbnail, ask yourself, does this scream me? If not, it's time to add a bit of your channel's soul into that design. Remember, your thumbnail is more than just a preview. It's you promising your audience that they are going to get value from your video. The truth is that the most compelling thumbnails are the ones that serve a crystal clear window into the content of the video itself. They don't just lure you in with bright colors or bold text, they resonate with you because they're relevant. Relevance is a language every good thumbnail speaks. It's the art of aligning that snapshot with the soul of your video. When a thumbnail thumbnail is relevant, it speaks volumes without saying a word. It tells the viewer, this is the answer you've been searching for, or this is the story you want to hear. It's like finding the piece that perfectly fits the puzzle in your mind. Take a YouTuber who's mastered this, someone like Marquise Brownlee, also known as MKBHD. His tech review videos are a prime example of relevance done right. Every thumbnail of his is a mini story of the product he's discussing. You see the gadget, you get the vibe, and you instantly know what you're about to dive into. It's no wonder his click-through rates are through the roof. Now, why does this matter? Because when your thumbnail is relevant to the content in your video, it builds trust. Viewers click knowing they'll find content that matches their expectations. And that's gold in the world of YouTube. It's the difference between a one-time viewer and a subscriber who sticks around for more. When you make that thumbnail, ask yourself, will someone look at this and immediately understand what they're about to watch? If the answer is yes, you've hit the jackpot of relevance. I say the most important bit for the last. So why is the visual appeal such a big deal for these thumbnails? Well, think about walking down a busy street with all sorts of signs and billboards. Your eyes are naturally going to be drawn to the ones that look the best, right? It's the same with YouTube thumbnails. A good-looking thumbnail is like a flashy billboard for your video. It's the first thing your viewer sees, and it can make them stop scrolling and go, hey, I want to see what this is all about. Now, some YouTubers are good at making all the thumbnails visually appealing. Take Claudia Ayuso, for example. Her videos often dive into topics like environment and human rights, and her thumbnails, they're always crisp, clear, and just pop out at you. Or how about PewDiePie? The guy's got a knack for creating thumbnails that are just impossible to ignore. They're bold, they're colorful, and they always scream, click me. But how do you make a thumbnail visually appealing? First off, quality is key. You want your image to be as sharp as it can get. No one's going to be enticed by a blurry or pixelated picture. It's like trying to admire a painting through foggy glasses. Not going to happen. Next up are colors are your best friends. You want to use colors that stand out and grab attention, but not just any colors are thrown together. I'm talking about colors that work well with each other and make your thumbnail look professional. It's like picking out an outfit. You want everything to match and look good together. And don't forget about the text. If you're adding words to your thumbnail, make sure they're easy to read and straight to the point. You've got a split second to get your message across, so make those words count. It's like seeing a road sign. If you can't read it quickly, it's useless. And hey, if you're not a Photoshop wizard, no worries. There are tons of thumbnail maker apps out there like Canva or PinkMonkey that can help you create something that looks like it was done by a professional. These tools are like having a little design buddy in your pocket, ready to help you make something awesome. And remember, your thumbnail doesn't just go live on your video page. It's going to show up in search results, on social media, and who knows where else. So it's got to look good everywhere it goes. It's like wearing a suit to a job interview. You want to look sharp no matter who's looking. A visually appealing thumbnail is your secret weapon to getting more views. It's what makes someone say, I've got to watch this. And once you've got them to click, well, that's half the battle. So take the time to make your thumbnail shine. Trust me, it's worth it. Remember, your thumbnail is like the cover of your book, the storefront of your shop, well, you get the picture. It's the first thing people see, and it can make or break their decision to watch your video. So put some thought into it, play around with different designs, and always keep an eye on what works best. And just when you think you've got it all figured out, remember that the world of YouTube is ever changing. What works today might be old news tomorrow. So stay sharp, stay creative, and keep testing these waters. Because who knows, the next viral video could be just one perfect thumbnail away. And if you're wondering why people aren't watching your videos the whole way through after clicking on your new amazing thumbnails, it's probably because your intros aren't grabbing the viewer's attention. So click on this video here to learn how to make a killer YouTube intro.